What is up, everybody? I'm NoLucksGiven once again with some Once Upon a Galaxy. And I said in my previous video that King Midas was the most busted captain in Once Upon a Galaxy, and I think that that is mostly true, but I did forget about Thing in the Ice, which can basically just be any other captain but more, and is probably the captain that I pick more often than any others. And we're gonna do some other stuff that we didn't get to see in the previous video. I know that we did a lot in that video, but we did not complete the hero quest in that one, and we also did not get the drafty window, which is what I'm going to pick up as the first treasure here. I did get the drafty window, but I got it like super late in the game, like one of the last things that I did at the point where the recruits really weren't mattering. But in this game, I'm going to pick it up early enough that we're going to get double recruits, and I'm going to lose a combat pretty early and immediately get that Thing in the Ice active, and we're going to have double Hades for the first farewell triggering twice. But we also have the first recruits triggering twice each turn, so this game is going to get to be a lot of fun. I looked away for a second as I think I picked up Underdog, and my dog was moving out of frame here a little bit, and now we are going to pick up a double Pan Shadow buff plus a Nutcracker Prince from the Lance a Little recruitments, and it's probably one of the best farewells early on in the game. And now they changed it so that you get bonus shops on these recruits for the golden of the Lance a Little-esque cards. So now we get 2 bonus shops where we get to pick up heroes, and I'm going to use both of those to pick up a Katamari. Actually, maybe I go for Peter Pan here. Yeah, I was thinking the Katamari's silver, so that's cool, but I don't think you want to pass up a double Peter Pan, and I like Tink there as well, but Peter Pan and Pan Shadow this early with the drafty window are just going to allow us to do some cool things, and those buffs go on to Katamari. So now Katamari, I think, is getting +3/+3 from each attack because it gets +2 bonus attack and +2 bonus health. So some really cool stuff here. I'm going to put some additional stats onto the cat and attack with it first, just so that way it is definitely getting those stats each turn. It also gets one of those stat buffs from the Nutcracker Prince, which is enough to allow me to win that fight and heal up a heart. And I would love to pick up the Giving Tree here. That's not a card that I use super frequently, so it seems like it could be cool with double Hades. However, gotta take Slash for the triple Slash maneuver here. And Lily is maneuvering into a new position, so I will load up her camera again as I miss another fight, but I'm mostly getting it all in here. And this turn I have True Love's Kiss. Could True Love's Kiss my Slash, but I'm not done with it yet. And getting to pick up a fire-breathing dragon with this much bonus stats on it is absolutely fantastic. And Worm Tongue isn't like anything super crazy here, but still it's got a decent amount of stats, so I'm happy enough to pick that up. We are going to lose that half heart temporarily, but now as we move on to turn 7, we see a trio of epic cards, all evil, all with a bunch of additional stats on them. I'm going to pick up the Scar, and then the next shop also shows me another Scar, the silver version of it. So that has a bunch of stats on it, and I'll pick up Blackbeard's Parrot to complement that. I'm getting a ton of stats here out of the Slash, and I will probably slash the Slash at some point, but for right now, it's just giving me so much stats, and I'm quickly taking over these fights. I lost the last one pretty terribly, but now all of a sudden I'm kind of just looking fantastic. And while I am not like building towards any synergies specifically, there are a few cool things with Fun Gal, specifically because a lot of the recruits and a lot of the cool farewells are all fairies. But here I'm just gonna pick up a Morgan, which is fantastic still. Getting to put all of those stats onto a ranged character is really good because you can get multiple uses out of those stats. So definitely happy with that. We'll be looking to add more ranged characters to my board, but I also get to upgrade Slash here, which is really fantastic because now I don't have to toss it anytime soon. I can just keep slashing. Now that Slash has given itself all of these stats, you can see it is much, much bigger, and you can see how much stats it is actually put on everything. 73, like 30. Roughly. So really, really fantastic stuff here, and that's basically gonna be it, I think. I don't have too much more crazy stuff that happens this game. Just an early drafty window plus double Hades. I thought all of that was really cool to show off. I'll finish up here with a Robin Hood to get another cool ranged character in, and I can start growing that and also growing the rest of my board with the Kraken. I'm not sure if I should have tossed the Blackbeard's Parrot there, but it does seem like I am probably going to keep these characters on the board for a little bit, and I'm not worried about picking up some new ones. So I don't really need to keep slashing, and there's diminishing returns on these slashes anyways. Do pick up a Captain Hook. There was one other ranged character that I could have picked up there too, but I'm happy enough to pick up Captain Hook, and then I silver and gold the Kraken all in one turn. I think this is probably going to just be Statue of Olympus because, like I said, this game's almost over. There's only 2 players left in the lobby, and I should be able to take them out pretty easily, especially with this Captain Hook with all of these stats on it. That will easily get its hunts off, and yeah, here I've got a full board when I finish that fight, which makes you feel pretty good about your chances. I'm just going to cycle through a card and then could pick up Sorcerer's Map here. It's got some synergy with Captain Hook, but honestly, sorry, had to sneeze there. It doesn't seem like it's really going to fit on the board that easily anyways, because I've got ranged characters I want to backline, and you want to backline both the Mop and the Captain, so not going to stress about it. Just going to pick up a spell, and then I'll finish off with just one more shop here. Let's go for the Captain Hook. I mean, that is, being able to silver these cards does add a lot more to the board, and then I will finish off with a Stroke of Midnight, and this should be enough to end the game here. Wicked Witch could actually be pretty strong though. That takes out my Morgan and basically takes out my other 2 cards, but I still have the ranged with the Robin Hood, and that's enough to get it done. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm NoLucksGiven. Peace.